Most people think being middle class is the end goal. They look around, see a decent car, a rented or small-owned home, maybe a vacation every year, and they feel comfortable. Comfort feels safe, right? But here's the harsh truth. Comfort is the sneaky little trap that keeps millions from ever realizing what they're actually capable of. If you've ever wondered why some people seem to skyrocket financially while you're still grinding, this video is for you. We're going to expose the middle-class trap, show you exactly how it works, and walk you step by step to break free and create financial freedom. By the end, you'll see that building wealth isn't about luck, fancy degrees, or being born into privilege. It's about strategy, skills, and relentless action. If success is your goal and you're ready to level up, make sure you subscribe. Every video is crafted to move you closer to the life you deserve. So, let's dive in. Number 1. Realize you're in a trap. The first step to escaping anything is acknowledging it exists. If you're honest with yourself, you'll realize the middle class isn't just a social label, it's a system. It's a framework designed to keep you productive, busy, and comfortable enough not to question anything, but not free enough to truly thrive. Think about it. Most people could only survive a month or two if their paycheck disappeared tomorrow. Why? Because their spending habits, mortgages, car payments, and lifestyle are all set up to match their income, not their potential. The system rewards conformity, not ambition. Here's the mindset shift. Being middle class isn't a failure, but staying there because you never challenge it is. The moment you decide, I refuse to settle for just enough, is the moment you escape the invisible boundaries that limit your life. Now, accepting this comes with a reality check. You're going to need to take risks, face discomfort, and probably work harder than ever before. Most people stop here because it's easier to stay comfortable. But those who push through, they create opportunities most people only dream about. Number 2, exploit micro-opportunities. Stop worshiping job security. We've all been told the same story. Go to school, get a degree, find a stable job, work hard, and you'll be fine. But here's the harsh truth. Job security is an illusion. Layoffs, automation, outsourcing, and economic downturns wipe out jobs overnight. If the last decade has shown us anything, it's that loyalty to a company doesn't guarantee loyalty in return. Think about it. You spend your entire life building skills that only benefit one employer. Meanwhile, the wealthy use jobs as a stepping stone, not a final destination. A job should be your investor, not your master. It gives you cash flow, but that cash should be directed into building assets, not sustaining a lifestyle that locks you in. The mindset shift here is that your job is not your identity. Use it for income, but don't rely on it for security. Start seeing yourself as your own economy. Number 3, master cash flow before wealth. Most people want to jump straight to investing, entrepreneurship, and big money moves. But here's the reality. If you don't master your cash flow, you'll never build lasting wealth. Cash flow is not about how much you make. It's about how much you keep and grow. Here's a practical tool. Create what I call a profit-first budget. Before paying bills, carve out at least 10% for investing and saving. Treat it like a non-negotiable bill. If you earn $3,000 this month, hide $300 in an account the day your paycheck hits. You'll quickly discover you can survive on less if you force yourself to. Here's the hidden truth. Your first $10,000 invested wisely can do more for your future than your next $100,000 in income if you spend it all. Why? Because investments compound, but expenses expand. And if you're thinking, well, how do I know where to put it? Hold on, because a little later we'll address where small amounts of money can earn real returns without requiring stock market wizardry. But for now, remember this rule. If there's no positive cash flow, there's no wealth. Number 4, learn the language of assets versus liabilities. One of the hardest lessons about breaking free from the middle class is realizing that what you've been told are assets often aren't assets at all. The middle class is trained to take on liabilities disguised as status symbols. A car loan? Liability. A house that drains your money every month with mortgage, insurance, and repairs but doesn't cash flow. Liability. Even the latest phone upgrade, even if it's on a contract, sinks part of your future. An asset, simply put, is something that puts money in your pocket, month after month. A liability takes money out of your pocket. Wealthy people buy assets first, luxuries later. Middle-class people buy luxuries first, then spend the rest of their life working to pay for them. Before buying, always ask, does this make me wealthier or poorer in 5 years? If the answer is poorer, it's not really an asset, it's a shiny liability. And soon, I'll show you how to buy assets on a small scale, even if you feel like you never have extra money. This single principle alone flips the script on your financial trajectory. Number 5. Build multiple streams of income. Here's one truth that almost nobody in the middle class wants to admit. One paycheck is the riskiest financial position to be in. If you rely solely on a single job, all it takes is one industry downturn, one manager's decision, or one health issue to derail everything. The wealthy don't depend on a single income source. They engineer redundancy into their finances. Now, when people hear multiple streams of income, they think it means juggling 3 jobs, starting 5 businesses, and working 20 hours a day. That's a misunderstanding. Multiple streams aren't about doubling your workload. They're about stacking smart, scalable income sources that don't require your constant effort once set up. Let's use small, doable examples. You could freelance a skill online for $500 a month. That alone could cover your utility bills. You could rent out a spare room or even a parking spot for $200 a month. Suddenly, groceries are covered. You could put $5,000 into a low-cost index fund and let dividends create $350, $400 in yearly passive income that compounds over time. Number 6. Plug hidden wealth leaks. Breaking free from the middle class isn't just about making more. Sometimes it's about stopping the bleed. Think of your finances like a bathtub. If you keep pouring water in but the drain is wide open, you never fill it. That's exactly what happens when you ignore wealth leaks. One family I spoke with canceled unused memberships, negotiated their internet bill, cooked more meals at home, and refinanced a high-interest loan. In 1 month, they freed up $600. That's $7,200 a year. Imagine redirecting that into investments instead of garbage expenses. Over 10 years at an average 8% return, that's nearly $105,000 built from nothing. Here's the tough love reminder. The world doesn't reward you for what you make, only for what you keep. Plugging leaks feels boring, but it's the fastest way to free up the capital you need to buy true assets. But here's the twist. It's not just about saving. Because once you stop the leaks, the next step is learning leverage, the secret gear shift that lets ordinary people scale far beyond the limits of a paycheck. Number 7. Understand and use leverage. The middle class is afraid of leverage. They've been burned by debt stories and told that borrowing is evil. But wealthy people use leverage almost every day. They don't use debt to buy liabilities. They use it to buy assets that pay for themselves. Leverage also exists in skills and systems. If you spend 50 hours learning how to edit videos, that skill can make you $500 a month freelancing. That's leverage. You invested time once and it keeps paying off. If you set up a dropshipping store or even a YouTube channel that earns ad revenue, you're leveraging systems to multiply effort. The key lesson: the middle class uses debt to consume. The wealthy use leverage to produce. When you start thinking in terms of multiplying effort instead of just adding hours, you step onto a whole new financial level. Breaking free from the middle class isn't about luck, shortcuts, or waiting for the economy to hand you a miracle. It's about creating systems that protect you from fragility, decisions that prioritize long-term growth over short-term comfort, and a mindset that refuses to settle for just getting by. Stop chasing comfort, start chasing freedom. The middle class stays stuck because they settle for safe. But safe isn't safe. It's slow decline. Choose discipline. Choose systems over feelings. Choose growth over appearances. I'm passionate about transforming lives through knowledge. If this video added value to your day, share it with others and subscribe for more insights. Now, if you want to know about why stealth wealth is important to become wealthy, then watch this video. I'll see you there.